what I'm putting together here is a tobacco stain for an axe handle. I purchased a couple of these axe handles online. This one's a hair thinner in the hand than this one is. This one does have a wax coating on it where this one doesn't have anything. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to use it for my hatchet head here. It's a True Temper tomahawk. So I'm going to toss that on there, but first I'm going to sand this down and stain it with tobacco stain, which I have going here. I'm going to attempt to make a tobacco stain for probably this hatchet handle. I still have to sand off the wax that came on it. I may do this one, I'm not sure yet. It doesn't have a head for it yet. And this is the handle that came off of my True Temper tomahawk. So that was on there, and I'd like to ideally get around that color because I did like the color of the handle. I have two options. I can go with the tobacco that came as stuffing in this box here. Everything I read online says to use chewing tobacco, but I have this, so instead of trying to smoke it and see what happens, I'm going to try to make stain out of it. And I'm going to use 50% ammonia, which I don't have a whole lot in there, and water. Same, 1-to-1 water and ammonia. Dump a bunch of that in there, see what happens. $2, by the way, at the cigar store just for the empty box. And nice little wooden boxes. I've got a couple of them. I'll do a video later on what I use those for. It's either tobacco or this for a stain, which will be sitting for a couple more days yet. I'm taking rust off of a few things with vinegar. It's a very simple thing. You just toss vinegar in a container, toss your rusty items in that container, and let them sit for 24 or 48 hours, depending on how much rust is on it. I guess it speeds up the action if you pull them out and, rub it down with steel wool, just to get some of the muck off of it here from time to time. But these have been in there since yesterday, and they're already, the rust is coming off here. But apparently you can use that vinegar to stain wood as well, and it turns it like more of a dark gray to ebony color in your wood. I suppose it probably depends on what type of wood you're using. They just use this as stuffing. It's fairly shaped like cigars. I don't know if that's on purpose or just so it fits in there to pack a smaller cigar in the box. So I'm just going to take these, a couple of those anyway, and drop them right in to the ammonia and water mixture. Not sure if that'll be enough in there. Toss one more in. If anybody has any idea what to do with this tobacco, if you can use it for smoking or whatever. True Temper Tomahawk. True Temper Tomahawk. That's what it says. Looks like a hatchet to me. This handle had the tobacco stain on it. It did darken up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. And there's a couple coats of boiled linseed oil on here. And I did burn the end a little bit just for something to do, more or less. And I did that in too. Boiled linseed oil, except for about this part, was the tobacco stain. This is the Collins Red Seal. Little hatchet. And this had the rusty vinegar in it as a stain. And I didn't really, I burnt the bottom, I burnt the top a little bit, and just a little bit around the edge here. But for the most part, those parts were dark anyway. I did not burn this. That just came in naturally dark there. So it varies a little bit. On the vinegar, it seems to soak in more some places than others. But I kind of like it. I like the darker color. They're together. Chip them up here. There you go. I'll take a couple of pictures and share that. And there are a couple coats of linseed oil, and I'm just going to do a few more before I take them out. I just wanted to share the finished product with you. But all in all, I'm fairly happy with these. See the whole thing there? Small hatchets. I believe these are about 17-inch handles. Okay, thanks for watching.